Aloha. Here we are in WSL contest, special for Saquarema, and I have a special person today, world champion, Caroline Marks, which is a great person, a great surfer, and it's a big pleasure to have you here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Oh, and I'm glad I studied that you're from Florida, no?
Yeah, from Florida.
Beautiful place. Kelly's place.
Yeah, it's famous for Kelly Slater. He grew up in Cocoa Beach, which was only like 30 minutes north to where I grew up.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome.
And then have many great surfers, for my generation, like Jeff Crawford. We're good friends, and he came to Brazil, and he comes second place in YMF 5000 with my board, We used to surf pipeline some beautiful days, and I have a lot of respect. And have some, the brothers.
CJ, Damien.
Great surfers,
the Lopez's. Yeah, there's a lot of great surfers from Florida. It's not much variety in the waves we get, but a lot of great surfers have come from there, and it's pretty cool.
But why you think they come, not so many waves like Hawaii, not so many? How you think why they able to come so good like you?
Yeah, it's interesting. That's a question I think I get asked pretty often because it's not really somewhere you think there'd be like, Kelly Slater's the greatest of all time and he's from Florida, and it just sounds a little odd because we don't get that great of waves, and like I said, not much variety. It's, I don't know, something in the water maybe, but I think, we obviously didn't grow up with the best waves, and it obviously gets fun sometimes, but I think we just have that like surf froth, and there's something to be said about that. Not really getting that jaded and always being excited to surf and spending a lot of time in the water. And, obviously I've traveled a lot, even, when I lived there. I live in San Clemente now, California. No. But I did travel a lot when I lived in Florida. But yeah, I'd say there's just something to be said about just not being too jaded, just like always being excited to surf, because we didn't come from that great of waves. But I love Florida. It's home to me, and I love it, and I'm proud to be from there, and it's awesome we live in San Clemente now. It's been really good to me. So I kind of like split my time between California and Florida, and it's been really fun.
I think it's the same. Italo Ferreira come from north of Brazil. Waves are smaller, but have how would say to you, long waves, And also the kids start to surf since a little kids. The kids staying after school, go surf, small waves. So they spend so long, and then when they start to surf, little waves good and fly and do catbacks. So when they get a point break, good waves like Hawaii, Jeffreys Bay, Indonesia, they kill it,
For sure, yeah. It's cool.
I think everything's in the mind, the desire and the way you want to surf, to be a great surfer. That's why it make a big difference, no?
Yeah, of course. Especially at the level on the tour, everyone's so talented, everyone's so good, everyone wants it so bad that I think mentally it's a huge part of it. What's in between your ears is a really big part of it. So yeah, you got to have it both nowadays to win. You have to have both the talent and the mental space.
I would like to talk about our sponsor, like Simples Reserva is the one who give you, help us here. So I want to thank you. I would like to give a t-shirt for you. Cool. They have a Peruvian cotton. If you want to feel the cotton, is really nice.
Very nice. So
if somebody wants to buy in internet, you have Aloha 10. You can buy for 10% cheaper, and thank you, Simple Reserva. I also have for you. This you're going to take home.
More presents.
You come to Brazil, you're going to have presents.
Thank you so much. Cool.
This you're going to take home. I hope this is Aloha Spirit from Cia Duarte.
Very cool. Thank you.
Take a look.
It's awesome.
So you can put in your house. That's neat, huh?
Thank you.
More for you. More for you.
Christmas.
But the best present, do you know which one? Is the one you're going to finish the contest as a winner. Eh?
Oh, I hope so. Okay. I hope you're right.
Okay. This is a beautiful picture. My director took, look here, from Saquarema.
Wow, beautiful.
No?
That's awesome. I got a little stand.
So
I'll put it right here.
You can put here if you want.
Put it there. And then
Obrigado, Leo.
thank you. That's awesome.
Just to
Appreciate it.
finish the present, this is my present. This book just come out. You know, nobody received, only the word champ girl. So it's for you. So I put here. Aqui, dá uma filmada aqui. To my good friends, Caroline Marx and Luke Egan, I hope the best times in Brazil, great times in Saquarema, peace, love, and happiness. Keep surfing. Saquarema, good luck. Aloha, Rico de Souza.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And look those pictures here.
That's awesome.
No, the good one, my favorite, is this one. Is to talk about the beach. Look at that beach.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
No?
Amazing.
Okay.
Very cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate
no,
it.
it's just
That's awesome.
It's a pleasure to receive.
Cool.
Tell me, now we start. Let's go, boys. Let's go, girls. Tell me something. When was the first time you get in touch with the water?
Yeah, first time. You know, there's photos of me surfing when I was really young. My oldest brother was into it. I've always loved the ocean. We've kind of grown up around the ocean. Ever since I can remember as a kid, we've always lived like walking distance from the beach, you know? So it's just always a part of my life. But I actually used to ride horses and barrel race and horseback riding. So it's horses, like the animal. Yeah. So super different than surfing. And cause that's all like dry land and you're racing an animal. And then all of a sudden I fell in love with surfing. But yeah, I dabbled into it when I was like super young and then I stopped for a while and, my oldest brother, Luke, was super into it. So I just kind of thought like riding horses was my thing. And when I was younger, I loved animals, you know, I loved animals. And then I just thought surfing was his thing. And then, you know, my two older brothers were my like biggest inspiration. I just wanted to be like them so badly. And so as I got a little bit older, when I was about like 8 or 9, I started to go, how can I be like you guys? I just want to impress you guys, you know? And they thought horseback riding was cool, but they love to surf. So I've just realized I was like, well, for them to think I'm cool is I have to be good at what they think is cool. And that was surfing. So that's kind of when I started to really get into it. And everything happened really fast. You know, I started to surf and they were like, hey, you're really good at this. You know, you should keep doing it. And I used to ride all my brother's, you know, old surfboards and just kind of was like, his name is Luke. I was Luke's little sister and just would kind of just go to all the events with him. I wasn't competing yet and started competing. And yeah, I was pretty oblivious to everything, but I just fell in love with it, fell in love with the ocean. And now I can't imagine doing anything else. But it's really because of my oldest brother is why I got into surfing. So it's pretty crazy to think if he wasn't an influence where I'd be at. But yeah, I just wanted to be like my brothers, really, and that's why I got into it. So
really good. So you love horse too? I
love horses. I loved animals my whole life. Yeah, I you know, grew up in a small town in Florida, and we used to have like, I don't know, like barns around us and stuff. So just with animals everywhere.
You have dogs and cats?
Dogs and cats, and I had birds. We had like tons of animals growing up, just like a big open field with animals. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty big change.
I love animals too. I like cats. I like dogs, you know.
Sweet.
They're good friends, you know. Mm-hmm. And we had one guy that was the first Brazilian to do good in pipeline, Pepe Lopez. You heard him? Mm-hmm. He was in the final, and he was champ of surfing, champ of hang gliding, and champ with the horse, you know.
No way. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Good at a lot of stuff.
And then he died in Japan doing the hang gliding, you know. So we love him anyway, you know. And your brothers coached you before when you was young?
Yeah, it's funny. I'd say they gave me a lot of constructive criticism. I used to come in crying sometimes, and they were pretty hard on me, but in like a very loving way. Like now I look back and thank them, but in the moment I like hated it. I was like, you guys are so annoying. You're just being mean to me, you know? Just with like, if I didn't like hit a section, they'd be like, why didn't you hit it? You're like, you were scared or something, or like, what are you doing? Like, don't turn like that. Like, turn like this, you know? And so, but yeah, they did coach me in like their own way, you know, just kind of by giving me crap. Like, you know, don't do that, but do this.
They're strong on you.
Yeah, strong. But it's all like out of love. And at the end of the day, like no matter what, they all had my back so hard and all supported me so hard. It was never like discouraging. It was just like kind of poke at me because they knew it would motivate me and push me because I wanted to prove them wrong so bad and wanted to be like them so bad.
When the relationships with the brother, it's like the boyfriend teach the girlfriend. It's hard, no?
Yeah.
Because it's too friendly, you know? So say, do this, you want that, you know? So great you have Luke Egan being your coach, huh?
Yeah, it's been awesome. Luke's been, he's been such a legend and a great friend now, which is really cool. And yeah, he's been an awesome coach and has a lot of knowledge. And he's also one of my favorite surfers growing up. I watched him and he's still so good. So to have him in my corner is really cool. Also another goofy foot, which is pretty awesome. So
you're goofy, right?
Goofy, yeah. So I feel fortunate to have him in my corner and it's been fun.
He's a good man, huh?
Yeah, very good guy.
I think you... The day, you was having a dinner, no?
Dinner, yeah, we saw you
and
dinner.
We come to talk, you know, and he was really nice, you know, friendly, you know, because when I go invite the person to come here to Aloha podcast, I don't like invite straight away. I like things slow, to be nice until people feel comfortable, you know, to feel safe to go, to come here, you know?
For sure.
So you go a lot to Australia? Have you go there?
Yeah, I've been there a ton. When I first qualified for the tour, we had 3 events over there: Snapper, Bells, and Margaret River. And then
Margaret
River as well.
Heavy wave, huh?
Yeah, it's like kind of comes from deep water. It kind of reminds me of Sunset a little bit, but with more of like an end section that gets really shallow, like Haleiwa. But yeah, kind of more of like a deep water wave. You kind of always ride bigger boards and stuff. It breaks really far out. But yeah, I love Australia. It's one of my favorite places ever. And, Luke's from there. So certain events I've gone kind of early just to train with him. And like I said, it's just a place I really enjoy going to. So, yeah.
What about Kiha, like where they run the stubs contest, like burley heads, good waves, huh?
Yeah, very good waves. I have never competed there, but I've been fortunate enough to compete at Snapper, which is one of my favorite waves. And one year they moved the event to Duramba. And Bells is awesome. There's so many waves in Australia. Like, it's so fun and so much variety in what you get. So it's cool. Yeah,
you come third in Bells, I think, no? This year, no?
Yeah, third.
What's your results? You had good results. You just won now El Salvador, huh?
Yeah.
Punta Rocas.
Punta Roca. I love that wave. It's fun. I enjoy El Salvador. I always have good times over there. Right. Being from Florida, it's a really short flight. So when I was younger, I used to go. I never went to Punta Roca. I went to other areas. But when I was younger, I went like twice and then didn't go for a long time. And then they put it on the tour and I was really excited to check out a new area of El Salvador. And yeah, I was really stoked to take the win out there. We got really, really fun waves out there this year. So that was really cool. It's really rippable and really fun, and just it was a good event. I love El Salvador. My favorite place is Hawaii. Cool. But it's a long flight, like a 24 hours flight. So this is good. El Salvador, you leave in early morning, you arrive late afternoon, go surf. End of the day you can go for just a week, look in the swell, Yeah, it's nice. It's not too far. A lot of places we go on the tour is really far away and big travels, Australia, it's like a 15-hour flight or... Make it harder, no? Yeah, a lot harder. Even coming here, it's actually pretty far. You fly, like 5 hours to the East Coast and like an 8-hour flight overnight, and you get here, you're pretty tired and jet lagged. Western Australia is really far away. South Africa, Europe is far. So El Salvador is nice and close. You can just take like a direct flight. It's like 4 or 5 hours, I think. And then, you can go for a week and that's like plenty, so it's cool. In El Salvador, not too much wind, so you surf all day, Yeah, except it's really hot. So sometimes you try to avoid the midday surfs. It's so warm. The water's so warm. We kind of go, I think, at a time of year where it's really hot. I think maybe in the wintertime wouldn't be so hot. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, the winds are different every time. But this year we had good winds like all day. So you just surf all day, and it gets light so early. So you can surf like 100 hours a day. One time I went to El Salvador and my friend said, over there is good, take a nap after lunch. I don't take naps, man, And then you wake up 5 in the morning, surf 2-3 hours, then eat, go surf again, second. You need a nap. And, wow, bro. And so hot, So hot, it takes it out of you. At nighttime, like 4 in the afternoon, you go again, Yeah, totally. I love El Salvador. I have good friends there. Cool.
You've been to South Africa. J-Bay is a beautiful wave. Remember a little bit. J-Bay is more strong wave, but have a little bit of similar with
For sure.
like Punta Rocas, you think?
Yeah, for sure. I think so. It's it definitely has that similar vibe where it like kind of speeds up and slows down and speeds up, and you got to like really. It's actually kind of hard to time it really good at Punta Roca, just like J-Bay. It looks perfect, but to serve it perfect is kind of hard. So it does have that similarities, but gosh, when you get a good one, it's so fun. So it is. I thought that this trip, I was like, it has similarities to J-Bay, just a lot warmer.
Yeah, that's better. You like cold water? I don't like cold water.
I prefer the warm. I'm from the warm. Florida's warm most of the year, so I prefer the warm.
Yeah, like I'm older times, so the wetsuit wasn't so good. So when I went J-Bay, I used short john, and then get killed, that gets the cold. But the wetsuits today are so good, so it's more comfortable, no?
Yeah, for sure. The wetsuits are great now, so we're lucky with that.
All right. What about Hawaii? What's your favorite wave there?
Oh, that's a hard one. I've only really spent. I spent a little bit of time in Maui. We had that event at Honolulu Bay.
Oh, Honolulu!
Such a good wave. Yeah, so good. I love Maui. It's beautiful there. But I've spent a lot more time on the North Shore, the most amount of time out of the times I've been to Hawaii. And I don't know. There's so many fun ways. I mean, like you have like Rockies and like V-Land and like Aukai Beach Park that are just more like fun.
Everywhere,
everywhere gets good. Yeah. There's so much variety there. It's crazy. So, it's hard to say. It's just like kind of. I love surfing Aukai. It's so fun because there's like barrels. Beach Park's fun. Haleiwa's really fun. Sunset, I never like when I first went to Hawaii, I just never thought I would like love it because I've always heard it's so hard to surf. And it is hard to surf.
It is hard to surf.
But I've learned to kind of love it a little bit more. It's just such a challenge to me, that wave. So
no, for everybody.
It's such a challenging wave that when I go out there, it's fun because you're always learning, even if you only get like one or two waves it's such a challenging wave.
I go to Hawaii since 72. As I told you, and every time I go surf sunset, look like I don't know anything. Some days you go, you enjoy, get great waves. The other day you go, you get killed, the wave catch you, you get cut inside, no?
Yeah.
And breaks outside, breaks inside, north swell, west swell, so very difficult wave, no?
For sure. It has a lot of different faces. You can like never spend enough time out there. Like every time you go out there, I feel like you're learning something new. So it's definitely a challenge.
So the first time you go there, somebody take you out, because when I come for the first time and nobody told me anything, so I had a hard time learning,
Yeah.
So I always look like the time Eddie Cow, the good surfers for Rena Belir, so I stay next to the guys to the wave don't catch me, get caught inside. Somebody took you there or you went by yourself?
No, the first time I went to Hawaii, I was really young. I think I was only like 12 or I think I was about 12 or 13 maybe. So I went with my brother and I had like a coach always.
It's good, no? It's more comfortable, no?
Yeah, for sure. So I always like would go out there with someone growing up just because when I went to Hawaii, I was always young and I got lucky because my brothers all surf. So I would just go with them.
So he take care of you, right?
Yeah, he's like, this is what you ride. It's really far away, so it's bigger than it looks. And he kind of would show me.
A lot of water, no?
A lot of water moving. And it's when you're looking at it, it breaks so far away that you can't really tell until you're out there. So I've had a few people in my corner to help me, which has been nice.
Sometimes on the beach you look, it's small, no problem, and sometimes comes a load, don't come the set. I think it's good.
Totally.
And then when the west set comes, great. Wow.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it definitely, like I said, Sunset has a lot of different faces and has so much power, and it's definitely a challenge wave, but when you get a good wave, it feels so rewarding because it is such a challenging wave.
It look like you're in a paradise or sometimes you're in a hell, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ.
That's
why it's so good.
For sure.
Haleiwa, you like?
Yeah, Haleiwa is super fun. It's a really fun wave. I enjoy it. It's I'd say like more rippable than like Sunset in a way, just like more like high performance-y, I'd say maybe. But I like them both in different ways. But I do like Haleiwa.
Haleiwa, you look, sometimes the sets don't come. Oh, small, no problem.
Yeah, same thing.
6 to 8 feet, and then you look, come the set, you get caught inside. It's crazy. Huh?
Yeah, for sure. I think, it's definitely, I guess, when you're paddling out, you probably want to watch it for a while and just see like what it's like. And there's also a lot of current too.
Yeah, you have to keep paddle. If you stop 1 second, the current take you.
You're like way down the beach, but yeah.
How come the girls come so good? I think the last 2 years, you think?
Yeah. Geez, I know. It's been skyrocketing so fast. It's really cool to see. I think just we've been like put in positions to surf waves with more consequence, and the level is just raising so fast with wave pools and waves with more consequence. And I think those two things have really just elevated it really quickly. And everyone's just raising the bar and rising to the occasion. And so, and there's all this young, a lot of younger girls coming up, a lot more girls surfing in general. And it's really cool to see, and it's cool to be a part of. It's cool to kind of, it's just, all of it's really cool. And I think it's just going to keep getting better and better.
And one girl pushed the other, no?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I make the WSL narration, for Tiahupu. Mm-hmm. So I saw the girls. Oh my God, they surf so good.
So good.
You surf so good. I couldn't believe it. So no, because I surfed there one time. I surfed there. It wasn't big as you girls surf, and not as strong. Was smaller and a different swell. So it was more easy, and it was difficult already,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's this year we got really good waves for the event. It was really cool, and we definitely, I think all the girls just surf so well. Like with Vahine and Tati, that heat really sticks out to me. Vahine Ferrero and Tatiana Weston Webb, they just had I think Tati lost with a 10. It was crazy. It was such an amazing heat. So, to witness that was amazing. And it's just like another time where women surfing, the girls have just raised the level, and it's happening in front of our eyes. Like, it's really cool. So I think it's just going to keep getting better.
And do you think the prize money be the same as the men? Give you a little push for your girls try harder? Yeah,
I mean, now, I think not like as much try harder. I think just now, it's
worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it. I mean, a lot of us are here because we love it, but of course the prize money is amazing.
Helps.
And for sure helps. And but I think just we're also like kind of forced to be in certain conditions, and it just makes us go, well, we have to go on the wave, and so then it makes you realize, oh, we can do that. So then what's next? And so, to have equal prize money is incredible. And I think they made that, this my second year on tour, they made that announcement, and I was like, oh, good timing. I was really exciting. So it's really cool.
How long you on the tour?
It's weird because I qualified. It's technically my 6th year, I think. But there was a COVID year, so that didn't really count. And then I took half the year off with 1 year. So last year was, I think, my 4th full year. And this might be my
You did well, huh?
5th. Yeah, it was fun. So it's like I qualified 6 years ago, but there's kind of been, just with COVID and everything, kind of threw that off a little bit because we just didn't compete that year. But yeah, last year was a great year. Best year of my career was
How you like now they change the top 5 trestle to Fiji? You like?
Yeah, I'm excited. I've only been to Fiji once when I was 14. I just loved it. Being Goofy Foot, it's like a dream. We have it on the schedule. It's actually after this event, after the Olympics. We go here to the Olympics, and then
you're going for the Olympics.
Yeah, that's Tahiti. We're going back to Chopu, and then we're going to Fiji. And I'm really excited because I haven't been in so long, and it's just such a beautiful island. It's gorgeous.
Two heavy waves. Huh?
Yeah, very heavy. Chopu and Cloudbreaker, very heavy water waves. And I was watching highlights of like the men that 1 year where they got really good waves. The year Taj retired, and it was crazy good. It was like big barrels and turns. It was like wild. So yeah, it's definitely one of the best waves in the world. So it's cool.
And which boards you use in Teahupu?
Chopu, I read Matt Biola's shapes, and just like pintails, like whiplashes. It's like the model with like kind of more pulled in tails and a bit more foam up, on the top of the board.
How big is your quiver for there?
It's like anywhere from like a 5'7" to like
small,
a 6'2". Yeah, I'm not that tall.
Jesus Christ, 5'7".
Yeah, if it's really small. But like I rode like a 6 in the contest this year. I rode a 6'0", so it kind of just ranges. I'd say like 5'10" is a board I ride out there a lot. 6'0", 5'9".
When the wave is more hollow, it's easy to ride a smaller board. No?
Yeah, because you don't want to like poke the nose, but you also want to paddle because then you will just get like launched. So it's like a fine line.
Like Sunset, you have a different quiver, right?
Sunset, you can. I don't ride as like Sunset. I ride more performance boards, where Tahiti is more just all about in the barrel and stability and paddle. Sunset's about paddling, but also performing. And you can ride a way longer board out at Sunset always.
How big you ride Sunset for a big day?
Sunset, I'd ride like a 6'3", 6'4" is like a board that I normally ride. That's like a pretty standard board I ride out there. So I have like a 6'6" if it's really big for me, but I'd say 6'3" and 6'4" is like my sweet spot kind of for Sunset. So
what's your spec here for Saquarema?
Oh, like a 5'6", like short. But it depends. Yeah, like 5'6" is like my, just if the waves are good, 5'6".
Yeah. Will be good, you know. You like this wave here?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
You win one time here, huh?
No, I haven't won here. I maybe this year. It'd be cool. No, I haven't won here yet. So would love to. It'd be really cool.
I'm a hot foot. Do you know what's a hot foot?
Yeah.
Like bring good luck, you know.
That's good.
That's unreal.
Talking to the right guy then.
What's your favorite wave?
Favorite wave in the world? Oh, it's a hard one. You know, I like when I went to Cloudbreak, I loved it, but it was so long ago. But I remember just like being so excited about it. And lower trestles too. I love surfing lowers. It's just so fun and ripple.
Performance wave.
Performance. No? Gosh, there's so many good ways in the world. It's kind of hard to say.
Have you been to Mentawai?
I have been to Macaroni's is amazing.
Oh, you've been there?
And, Lance is right. I love Lance is right.
That's my favorite wave.
Yeah, 2 years ago was the first time I ever went there, and it was awesome. So fun.
I was lucky. I got 6 to 8 with 6 waves, sets of 10. You know,
wow.
Perfect. You know?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Sometimes no waves, you know, so it wasn't a heavy time, you know, like a pulse. Like you just come for a long... far away, you know, so you could wait for the sets, few guys in the water, you know.
That's awesome.
Lance rides more difficult. When it's bigger, it's easier. But when it was small, I was scared because the reef was just waiting for everybody, you know.
Shallow for sure.
In Hawaii, did you have any heavy wipeouts, any bad day like the board stay a long time underwater, any time like that?
Yeah, of course. There's been I've had some hold downs out at Sunset and Pipeline. I've gotten pretty work, just like caught inside and stuff. But that kind of has to happen. I'd say like kind of have to pay to play a little bit just because it's to put yourself in the right spot. You know, there's a lot of times you might take off on waves and just wipe out, and the waves are so heavy there. So it's like kind of bound to happen. But yeah, I have had some hold downs. They're not fun, but
I think you like charge. My impression that you like to charge.
No, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of like I said, it's an area in my surfing that I love to work on, and I'm always like trying to improve on. And it's definitely something I want to get better at, just barrel riding in bigger waves and stuff. But it's exciting and it's a challenge for me, and I feel like I've had some good moments out at Chopu and good moments out at Sunset. So it's fun, and hopefully just keep progressing in that direction.
When you go out for surf, the guys are nice with the girls. So I think guys respect much more, and they know the girls, they really surfing good, no different than before.
Yeah, for sure. And I think also the guys are like stoked to see us charging and going, and like that we want to actually get a wave out at Chopu and Pipeline or wherever it is. And so,
It's neat to see the girls doing good, no?
For sure. I think everyone's like stoked to see that. Like, oh, this is awesome.
I think it really changed the way everybody see the woman surfing. Mm-hmm. Then a couple of years ago, like 5 years ago. How long you think the girls really improved? Last 2 years, 3 years?
Yeah, I mean, I think... obviously it's always been at a high level, but the last couple years has really like taken a big leap. I think just with the younger generation, it's really just elevated. But yeah, the last couple years, just with like the bigger waves, because that was an area that we've all kind of needed to work on, and we've always lacked in a little bit. And all the girls have really raised the bar and stepped up to the occasion. So
I think also now have a bigger change in the girls and the boys. Before, the guy stayed like Kelly, not as Kelly's Kelly, right? But long time in the circuit, you know, like Luke Egan stayed long time. Now they change surfers and change girls the short period because new generation comes all the time.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, there's just more girls surfing now too. And like, it's just, but I agree with you. Right now, it seems like female surfing's on fire. And it's kind of the topic of surfing right now. And it's really cool.
Have you went to Rio de Janeiro, Praia da Macumba and Prainha?
Have never been there. No, just in the airport, but never outside the airport.
You think you're going to have time to go this time?
Hopefully. I'd be really cool. I'd love to check it out. Yeah, I'm hoping I get a time there.
I hope to receive. I live in Prainha, Praia da Macumba, you know, and over there the girls take over.
Yeah.
And so I think the surfing girls are surf much more now. Many.
Wow.
Yeah, many girls surf much more than before, you know.
Super cool.
Same in Australia?
Yeah, everywhere in the world, I think there's just more and more girls in the water. Everywhere in the world.
But
so.
I think in Brazil, Australia have a bigger population along coast, you know, so you can see more people come. How's in Florida? More girls surfing too? Yeah,
more girls there, and also at home, like just surfing lowers. There's so many girls now, and yeah, like I said, like everywhere that I've been, you just notice more girls surfing. So
I've been in 72. I went for the World Championships. And was good. Then I went to Hawaii with the Hawaiians, you know, with Australians. And then I have a trip all the way to San Diego. I live in, in San Diego. Went all the way to San Francisco by the inland and come back by the coast, you know.
Yeah.
Was see Big Sur, Steamer Lane.
Beautiful drive. That drive is beautiful.
I surf under the bridge.
Cool. Golden Gate Bridge.
Golden Bridge. Yeah. Cold, my God.
Yeah, so cold. I bet.
I surfed Steamer Lane. Have you surfed Steamer Lane?
Yeah, I have.
The lighthouse, no?
Yeah, it's super fun. When I was younger, I had a few of like amateur events there, and yeah, cold, but wave gets fun.
Yeah. What about the kelps?
Yeah, sometimes it gets stuck in your fins. It's not that
kelps,
great.
The Brazilians don't know too much. The kelps is the plant stay in the water, you know, and then you surfing there, hanging in a leash. Difficult. Sometimes you're going up after waving, the kelps on top of you. Difficult time, huh?
Yeah, it's not fun. You don't want to get stuck in your leash or in your fins because it's pretty thick, so it can really drag.
Yeah, difficult time, you know. And what's a good word you can give for the girls start surfing? What's I would say for girls, little girls, start going to the water?
Yeah, I think I think just be consistent in the water. You know, if you choose surfing and that's your path, make sure it's your passion and something that you love. And I think a lot of surfers on the tour, like, I can speak for myself. Like, I just love surfing with my whole heart, and I'm really grateful to do it as my career, my job. And so, yeah, make sure it's your passion. Spend a lot of time in the water and just enjoy it. Have fun. Try your hardest and have fun.
Do you have any special training for exercising, for eating? What the training you do?
Yeah, of course. I think everyone's different. You got to do what's good for you. I've kind of found what's worked for me and what's been best for my body, the way to fuel my body, and great training for myself. And so, yeah, I have like a good program at home for myself, and it's been working well with a trainer and nutritionist. And yeah, so I do love all that stuff. It just makes you feel good. And our bodies are like a machine, right? If we feel good, we'll perform better. So try to be as healthy as possible and do what's kind of best for you. But like I said, everyone has a different thing that works for them. So
what kind of food do you eat? Do you eat special food?
No, I'm not like too crazy. I definitely feel like I try to have a good balance with like trying to eat healthy, but also like enjoy my life too. And
yeah, not super radical, right?
No, I'm not that radical. Yeah. I'm not that radical. I try to like enjoy my life and not be too crazy about it, but try to eat healthy most of the time. Like most of the time, I'd say I try to eat whole foods and be healthy.
Yeah. Well, when you have a coach good as Luke Egan, what's the big difference? You think you feel more safety when you have a special guy like him?
Yeah, for sure. He's great. Like I said, he just has a lot of knowledge, and he just really has a really calm energy, which is great because we're obviously in stressful situations and we want to do good so bad and put a lot of pressure on ourselves. And he kind of is really good at just having a really calm energy to him. And, yeah, so calm energy. And he's also a good cook, which is great. So he won't say so, but I think so. But it's just nice. I feel like we're on a really good program, and yeah, we just have a really good process, and that usually translates into good results, and just have fun too, which is really important. I definitely feel like I do better when I have fun. So yeah, we just been on a great program. I'm grateful to have his knowledge.
When sometimes you go like Saquarema, or maybe you go to Hawaii, you discuss what kind of board is better for you. Sometimes you have say, wow, I don't know if I'm going to serve the 5'10" or the 6'2". Do you have this conversation with him?
All the time, for sure. I think a lot of times, sometimes you go out there and you feel like, oh, this board was better, and he's like, but it didn't look better. And so, or sometimes you're on the same page. So it's great to have like that second set of eyes, and also watching the lineup and stuff, and all the things like that. A lot of work is done before the event as well. So we have that conversation all the time. Like, what do you think? What board? Or the swell's getting bigger, or it's getting smaller, and all those things. Where having his knowledge is helps me be decisive, and it helps a lot.
And sometimes when you're in a competition, you have to take fast decisions. No,
yeah.
Sometimes the waves are good on the left, and then they change the tide. Then you have to go to the right. No,
exactly. As a surfer, you always have to be good at adapting and kind of. Yeah, like you can have an exact plan of what you're going to do, and then all of a sudden the ocean just has a different idea, and you have to really be good at adapting. So, yeah, go with the flow.
And I like this, go with the flow. You got your feeling, huh?
Yeah, you have to sometimes go off instinct and trust your instinct. And, sometimes things do go to plan. You have an idea in your head, and it does go to plan. Sometimes it doesn't. You have to adapt and follow your instincts, and, kind of do what you think is right, because ultimately you're the one out there competing, and you're the one surfing, and you're the one doing it. So you really have to kind of within yourself make the right decisions. Yeah,
and sometimes you have to do fast, no?
Very fast.
What do you think about the Brazilian surfers now, the top guys? Do you think they're surfing good?
Very good. I mean, yeah, we just saw Italo win in Chopu, which is amazing, and Gabriel, he put on a crazy, I know he lost in semis, but he put on a crazy performance. Like one heat, he almost had a perfect heat. It was pretty incredible. And we saw Joao make the finals last year, which was really cool. Yeah, they're surfing amazing. They've been dominating for so long, and they're still surfing great.
Yeah, so. That's nice. I'm stoked. And many years the Australian did so well in the circuit, no? And they have the clubs. I love the clubs. They the
board riders.
The board riders.
Yeah, it's so cool they do that.
Cool. Because they have the guys from the club from Bells Beach. They have the Bells from Byron Bay, from Kira. So when they get good to compete state and they go national, they ready to go. No.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's your favorite surfer not taking the Brazilians, Australians now? Who's your favorite?
In Australia?
Yeah.
Ethan Ewing's definitely one of my favorite surfers. He's got such a great style and amazing technique. And yeah, he's probably, I'd say, my favorite Australian surfer right now on the tour. He's amazing, yeah.
And the Hawaiians, Seth Moniz is very good too.
Yeah, John. John.
Come on, John.
John's probably my favorite. Seth's amazing, but I'd say John would be my favorite.
I saw John will surf Hawaii, 5-6 years old,
Crazy.
Yeah, he was surfing pipeline, watching him as a kid. Now times come, he's a great surfer.
So I
like his I'll say to you, like he's a natural surfer.
I just loves his surf.
He compete and his style is so good, so natural. Know?
Yeah.
And look like he don't care as much. He's the champ now, and he's just doing sailing, enjoy the ocean. Don't do any special training. Just go for it. Very nice.
Yeah,
for roots. No.
Yeah, he just. Definitely so talented, and I know he surfs a lot. Just from what I've seen, like on the tour and stuff, he's always in the water, which is so cool. And yeah, he's a freak of talent. probably my favorite surfer in the whole world.
Yeah. When you come to Saquarema, what do you expect from here?
When I come to Saquarema, I definitely always know it's going to be a lot of fun. The crowd's very electric, very passionate.
The Brazilians are,
very passionate. It's super cool. There's definitely nowhere like it on the tour, I think. There's parties all day, all night, and like there's people across the whole beach and stuff. There's nothing like it. So it's really cool to feel that energy. And so, yeah, there's nothing like it for sure. It's cool.
You surfed the rides we call Barrinha. You went here when Kelly surfed there, the beautiful day we had.
I don't think so. I surfed it like once or twice, but it wasn't that great.
You heard when gets good, it's really good?
Yes, I have heard. I know they've ran the event there a couple times, but I haven't surfed it that great. But I know it's been really good. So,
what do you consider successful people? Like every time I come here, in my interview, I answer, "What do you think you're success? What is a successful for you?"
Wow, that's a loaded question. I feel like, I think when you're really enjoying what you're doing and you really love what you do, that's pretty successful. Like traveling the world and surfing. To me, that's my passion. Is surfing's my passion, and traveling the world and hanging out with my friends and just enjoying life and experiencing the world. You can't learn that in a book. You have to kind of go and do it. And so I feel really fortunate to do that. And to me, like if you're doing what you love, I feel like that's pretty successful.
Yeah. I like the way you speak.
I think especially if you're doing what you love as your career and your job, you're pretty successful.
Yeah, sometimes people have a lot of money but work all day long, all stressed, making money, but it's not everything, like we surfers, we're very special to have this opportunity to have a special life, travel around the world, surf different waves, make friends all over, know different cultures,
For sure, yeah. We're really fortunate. We also are in the ocean every day, which is amazing, and just in Mother Nature, it's really grounding, really humbling. You're not really on your phone or you're not on a computer, and so it's just it's the best. Surfing's the best.
And the other question I make just to finalize your great interview, the time you spend here with us, is what do you think is the Aloha spirit? The name of my podcast is Aloha.
Yeah.
What's this Aloha spirit for you?
Oh, to me, it's just like good vibes, like positive outlook on life, and good vibes, happy, enjoy life, and just have fun.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. I really enjoy your time. So I really thank you for the world champ. Come here and give me this special time. So thank you. And I hope the girls like it, And if you like the job we're doing for the Aloha podcast, please talk the bells, enjoy our program, tell for the friends to come here, because it's a big pleasure to bring great people like her here. So much special. Thank you, mahalo, and good luck in the contest, okay?
Thanks so much. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Aloha.